need a little more time.
Yeah. Come on. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe show. Yo, what up, Doe? Y'all, it's your boy OG Tim Wilson, and I have with me my boys Big Ed and Wade. It is time for the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe show. Somebody is spewing off some random noise over there, but can't nothing bother me today because Michigan kicked Ohio State's ass. What's going on, Big Ed?
Nothing much, just chilling.
Chilling. He said, what's going on, Wade?
Man, not much. Trying to get my head back together.
Trying to get his head back together. What? Whoa. Trying to get your head back together from what?
Man, busy last few days. Thanksgiving, woke up about 5, 6 in the morning, started getting to work immediately after getting maybe 2-3 hours of sleep. Maybe. And then yesterday, woke up, me and the kids, and Kim left out and grabbed a Christmas tree, cut that bad boy down, came home, got it set up and all that shit. Man, been a long few days. And then
Been a long time.
had to face my fear of heights with a little alcohol to influence me.
Little liquid courage.
Man,
Get a little liquid courage in him, man. That's cool, man. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Big Ed, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
Man, it was dope. Good food all the way around, good company, and good football.
Good football. Good football. You ain't talking about the Lions Chicago. You ain't calling that good football, are you?
Well, there was good games.
Okay, all right.
he's talking about the Lions of Chicago. Let's be
There was
honest.
that one. Then there was the Dallas game, and then
The Dallas game, yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna give you a pass again. I ain't gonna go too hard on you. But yeah, well, congratulations, Chicago did pull off the victory over the Lions. So the Lions are now 0-9-1.
10 and 1.
0-10-1. And who's counting? So how was your Thanksgiving, Wade?
Man, it was good. Had a bunch of white suburban people here and introduced them to a soul food Thanksgiving, and they absolutely enjoyed every bit of it, which made me happy because that's the only thing I care about when I'm hosting Thanksgiving. You enjoy the food. I don't give a shit about y'all's attitude. Did you enjoy the food? You know what I mean? You know, I had them trying some collard greens, had them trying some homemade cornbread.
Yeah.
Man, it was out of the park for them.
Yeah, that's good, man. Well, I am really excited and disappointed because you just don't know how good of a game I saw today when I saw Michigan Ohio State game, and I was hoping to talk about it, but I'm the only one here to watch the game, so I can't talk about the shit. And Michigan finally kicked Ohio State ass after all this time. Jim Harbaugh finally got over the hump and kicked Ohio State ass. They got to beat Iowa now. Iowa's going to be in the Big Ten championship, and if they win one more game, they in the BCS, baby. Yeah, how about that, Michigan? How about that, Wolverines? Hold on, let me do a shot for Wolverines. Hold on, one time. Got to do a shot for the Wolverines. Yeah, one time. Y'all ready?
I'm
Y'all
ready.
Get this started?
Yep.
All right, let's do this, baby. Cheers, wait.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Woohoo! Goddamn Wolverines. Wolverines kicked Ohio State ass 42-27. Running back John Haskins ran for 5 touchdowns on their ass.
Damn.
Yeah. Y'all don't know what y'all missed, man. I'm telling you, y'all have no idea. You know that this guy, Dana Wheeler, big shout out to my boy Dana down in Houston, hit me to something a long time ago, and so y'all gonna have to check this out. And if you Google the game, and you can go to any game, basketball, football, with any game, college football, just Google the game. I'm not Google it, but go to YouTube and search for it, and you'll see it's normally about 10 minutes, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Give or take a minute or a minute. And it's a breakdown of the game. I'm telling you, it's the best highlight show you can get for a game that you missed. You watch these little 10-minute videos, you get out of the game what you would have got from the game. You get all the meat and potatoes of it, man. It's a cool little video. So that's gonna be that we're gonna go there. That's all I got for Michigan, Ohio State, because y'all didn't see the game. Damn it. All right, man. All right. So Big Ed don't have Netflix. You got Netflix, Big Joe? Wait.
Of course.
There's a new series on Netflix. Let me just say, Netflix is stepping it up. I think it's because it's wintertime and they know it's wintertime. And so people gonna start watching more. There's a new series. They got some, so they banging. They bringing the heat right now. Netflix, every day there's something new and something great on that mug right now. They bringing the heat. But there's a new series on Netflix called True Story. Are you familiar with that?
I have not heard of it yet.
Probably one of the best entertainment decisions you'll make this year.
Yeah.
True Story is one of the best entertainment decisions you can make this year. You've got to watch this damn series.
What's the synopsis on it?
It is Kevin Hart and
Wesley
Snipes. Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. And Kevin Hart is basically in essence playing Kevin Hart under a different name, right? He's a comedian, he's a star. He's basically playing himself, but under a different name. And Wesley Snipes is his fuck up brother who needs some money and shows up because he's doing a show in Philly when this motherfucker shows up and gets him back into trouble. And big trouble. Because he needs some shit. And I don't want to give too much away. It's too easy to give too much away. All I can say is you will not be disappointed for watching that series. I put it, you watch episode 1, you're hooked for the rest of the series. Period. Okay. Period, point blank. You've got to know what's going to happen next.
I'll probably be getting Netflix after the first of the year.
After episode 2, you're going to have to know what's going to happen next. I finished episode 3. I can't wait to see what happened next. So I haven't finished it yet. I've got through episode 3. My brother just came down to tell me he didn't even know Ohio State won. I mean, not Ohio State, but Alabama. He thought Alabama lost that game because he stopped watching it and he went and watched the rest of the Kevin Hart series. And he was shocked right there. My daughter found out that Alabama ended up winning that game. They were losing with less than a minute to go. It looked over, and somehow they pulled that out. But yeah, True Story is a great series on Netflix, man. But I had 2 words for you, Big Ed. I got 2 words for you.
All right.
The Verdict.
Ooh. Ooh.
Finally, a measure of justice has been done. And I say finally because what happened with Chauvin, we can't call that justice. You know. And in all actuality, we can't even really call this justice because Ahmaud Arbery is not here. But finally, somebody got what they deserved out of a situation.
I'm going to point out 2 things.
Just to real quick, by this, we are referring to the Ahmaud Arbery verdict for those that don't know. Go ahead, Joe.
The number one thing I want to point out is we had discussed this previously. I believe it was last week's What Up Doe show. I haven't seen any white people rioting, picketing, marching, or anything. As I suspected, they don't fucking care. They got Kyle Rittenhouse. They're like, good enough. That's our OJ. But the main thing about this case is it at least it's more evident that a jury of your peers is actually there's actually a chance that they're going to vote or I guess come to a correct verdict based off of the evidence. Whereas they went in and I think maybe a few hours before they came to their verdict, they rewatched the video to make sure they were making the right decision, and it was unanimous right off bat after that point. So this was definitely they brought justice was done. Justice was definitely served. Um, but it's still we'll see because we don't know what kind of time they're serving, what the actual penalty will be. That's going to be the telling factor.
I agree. We all are in agreement with the verdict and get some kind of solace from that. But I hope they get a lot of time. But I also want to ask your thoughts on a comment that was made. And I'll go back with you, Big Ed, on this one. Um, he didn't have any socks covering his dirty toenails.
That was a defense attorney's attempt at a dog whistle. That was just way too loud for everybody. Everybody heard that dog whistle and recognized it as a dog whistle because everywhere I've heard, she's been getting called to the carpet
Called.
and deservedly so.
Yeah. Uh, with that situation, I believe we're thinking of the same person here. The uh, attorney who's being charged now
No,
or investigated at least.
no, the female defense attorney.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought we were talking about. Or is this a different one? The one
The
that's
one,
not getting.
the one you're talking about is the. She would have been the lead prosecutor, but she decided not to take the case.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was during the trial.
Yeah,
That's
this was during her closing argument.
she said. She describes how she described him. She called him. She said that he was not wearing. He was a black man. He was not wearing socks on his dirty toenails to cover his dirty
What what kind of defense is
toenails,
that?
and it was crass. It's a racist defense. Is what it is.
Mhm.
Like he said, it's a dog whistle to say, "Hey, you got to convict this. You got to let these boys go, or the kid was a nigga, right, with dirty toenails." Um, and it was crass, and it was insulting to the family. Um, I got to say that I applaud his mom for upholding her class in response to it. Um, but inside this courtroom is the parent of this man that was killed unjustly. And that's how you describe him. That's what you have to say about him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the low point. For a change, I took some time to do a little research and watch. I missed the trial, but this time I took some time to go out and watch as much of it as I can. And I even watched some raw footage from the site. And I tell you, the privilege is real, man. Those guys really believed they had the right to do this,
Mhm.
Yep.
especially at the scene. They were there at the scene, like just cooperating. We're good, and they were treated with respect and talked to. I'm like, nobody's in cuffs. They're just walking around, chilling. I'm like, look at the privilege, man.
They
Mhm.
didn't even get their vehicles impounded.
No, they're just walking around, chilling, talking like normal, and they're feeling comfortable, and they're telling the story what happened, and they have the bodies laying out there. Y'all just didn't you just kill this dude? How come you're not in cuffs?
Right.
Exactly.
Why are you not in cuffs? Why are we not questioning you in a manner in which you are being interrogated for murder
Why are these three people on the same charge even allowed to even speak to each other right now?
Now, this is at the scene. It's crazy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're talking to the cops, but it's like it's so relaxed. And I'm like, you got three niggas standing next to a dead white person, somebody's in cuffs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're the assailants. We're the ones that did it. One of us shot this guy. The three of us tracked him down, right? And he even asked me, "Well, were you just a bystander, a witness?" I mean, like, "Oh no, I'm a little more than that." Oh yeah, you crying on the stand. That's what you are now, motherfucker. You crying like a bitch on the stand. That's what you are. Oh, I'm a little more than that. Yeah, I helped track him down. So okay, so we got three niggas over here. Two of us helped him track. Well, I helped these two track him down. One of them shot and killed him. He's laying right there, and y'all just gonna sit here and kick it with us. Nobody's in cuffs. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen.
No. No. It's not happening here.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't even happen if it was a black guy laying out. It don't matter who's laying out here. If we got three black people out here and one of us shot this person and the other two of us are basically in, one of them is with the guy that shot him. Yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And the
Right.
other one is admitting that I helped them.
We're
track
all
him
stretched
down.
out. We're
Even
all
if it's a
stretched out
black
on
guy who called the police, it could be even just one black person. Doesn't matter. Race of the person laying on the ground with a bullet wound.
We
Oh,
get
as
somebody
soon as they
cuffed.
get there, oh, he's a suspect.
We're in cuffs. You're in cuffs. We'll question you, but we might even ask you the same questions we asked them. But
Mhm.
you're gonna answer them with handcuffs on.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There's no doubt about it. You will be detained immediately. First and foremost, you will be detained, then questioned. But that's not how it went there. So that was kind of amazing to me, man. It was interesting to me. But
They thought they were in the old South.
Yeah.
yeah, because you know what? That cop, ironically, I had just watched the video of one of the interviews, raw footage at the scene, and then I clicked unknowingly, watch that cop testify at the court, and he was reading that transcript word for word. So while you got all comfortable and told this cop all the stuff because you were so comfortable, you just told him everything. You told him everything he needed to say in court to get your ass locked up.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Short time later, you was crying like a bitch.
Mhm.
Hey, but shout out needs to go to that prosecutor.
Yes,
Oh,
I
'Cause,
agree.
man,
I agree. She brought it.
she was a pit bull in court.
She
Man.
was. She was. I loved it. Yeah, she was. She was. And she didn't play those shit. You do understand his rights. He doesn't have to talk to you.
Right.
You do realize that, right?
And when he said, yeah, that was it right there.
Yeah.
That was it. The trial should have been over right there.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
It was.
Exactly.
At least for him, that was his guilty plea. That was his guilty plea. He should have stopped. If he would have just stopped instead of running, he didn't have to stop. If you would have
Mhm.
stopped, motherfucker, it wouldn't have happened. How
Yep.
about if he would have just stopped? If he would have just stopped and talked to us, none of this would have happened. Bitch, if you would have just stopped, nothing would have happened. He don't have to talk to you.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
What really killed it was she said, you had no uniform. No. You had no squad car. No. You had no badge. No. You had nothing that said that you were in a position of authority, right? No.
Mm.
That was it. Hang him now.
So who the fuck do you think you are?
Right.
Yeah.
What makes you think that this black man has to stop for three white men that are chasing him?
And they don't have the death penalty in Atlanta or in Georgia, do they?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they would institute that. I don't think they would go there. Go that far for.
Oh,
it.
but they all pretty much serving a life sentence.
Oh yeah. If it's
They-
anything less
they
than
all-
life.
I should say they're all facing a life sentence. I'll say that.
Oh, I mean, the minimum that they're looking at is 30 years apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are definitely facing. Now, they all only the first one that shot him was found guilty of all charges.
Yep.
And it got lesser and lesser down the line.
One got 8 charges and one got 9 charges. No, one got 6 charges.
Yeah. The other one, he didn't get the first 2 charges, but so yeah, man, that went down this week, y'all. They found them motherfuckers guilty. We'll be right back.
I was happy.
And we are back. We are back. We are back.
Mind if I make a comment about that song, that beat you just played?
Yeah.
That shit needs some deodorant because it was funky as hell.
The man said that shit needs deodorant. Yeah, that was funky as hell. I did like that. Pete. Let's see here. So a New Jersey officer ran over a guy in his car. Did y'all hear about this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so he hits a pedestrian in his car. He's an off-duty officer. Threw the motherfucker in his trunk. Went to the crib, team up with his wife and another guy, friend, about what we should do with this body. Because I killed him. He hit him and killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So he took the motherfucker home, said, what should we do with the body? And they, after they figured out, they planned, they got their story together. They took the body back to the scene and threw it back out on the street.
What the?
Bro, how did this not make dumbass of the week?
Because I didn't know about it.
What
What
the
the fuck?
fuck? That's next level.
So the cop hit and ran, threw the body in the trunk, went home. Why in the fuck would he take the body back to the scene?
Luis Santiago is charged with reckless vehicular homicide, desecrating human remains, tampering with physical evidence, and other charges that include official misconduct. Because he was a cop and they thought he could get away with it and couldn't figure out what they figured out. Let's just get the body out of here first, get our story together, then we put it back, tell our story. But all 3 of them got arrested.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't even know what to say about that one.
I never. Yeah.
The level idiocy that it takes
So
to make
wait.
a decision like this.
Oh, this is even better. I'm sorry, it gets even better. I missed. I was wrong. They didn't get to put the body back in the street. When they got back to the scene, the cops were there and found the body in the back seat of his car.
Oh, that's even worse. So he didn't even throw it in the trunk. He put it in the back seat.
I'm sorry, I had to throw that one out there. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
God.
He's like, I don't want to bring any trouble to my department. Let me try to. Oh shit, they caught me.
Oh my goodness gracious alive.
What the fuck, dude? Why? Just why? He would have been better off just leaving the body.
They said he left it first. He went back, kept going back. He went back to the scene a couple times, and then because he was nervous, he knew that motherfucker was dead. And so he third time around, he said, "You know what? I don't know what to do. Oh, let me just get this motherfucker." Threw him in the trunk, took him to the house. They discussed it.
What in the fuck?
Why?
Yeah, that happened.
Like,
That happened.
Oh man.
So Joe,
what's up?
I got 2 words for you.
All right.
That's why I didn't flip a coin, by the way, because I knew I wanted Big Ed first on the last one, and I knew I wanted Joe first on this one. So I got 2 words for you, Joe.
All right.
Everson Griffin.
Man, when he originally went out for a while and for mental health reasons, now we understand the severity of it and we see why he took so much time to come back to football. And now I believe he came back too soon. I don't think he was mentally ready to come back. To me, this is just a sad story because it's as an individual with certain mental issues, I understand what he's going through currently, and I can't help but to feel bad for him because I know it sucks. And this is one of the most helpless times he's gonna go through.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I think it is a sad story. Big Ed, you familiar with this story with Everson Griffin? With Everson Griffin?
Yes, I am. And like Joe, mental illness is no joke. It is alive and it is very prevalent in a lot of people's lives and especially in a lot of black men's lives.
Hmm.
PTSD, bipolar, different personality disorders, they run rampant in our community. And if you don't get the help that you need, life is a big struggle.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of men that have been shown not to show any type of weakness, and mental illness does come across as weakness. So a
Hmm.
lot of people don't deal with it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad me and Joe, we've been through our battles of mental illness. So
Yeah. And it's a tough thing to come back from. It's one of those things where you have to understand that you're in for a long battle to be able to get right. You know, for me personally, it took about 7 to 10 years to really
yeah,
get to a good place. So I know it's not going to be an easy fight for him, especially seeing as in the last few years he's just now finding out what he's been experiencing, and that it's actually something that is, I want to say normal, but is normal. You know what I mean? And
right.
so he's got a really long. He's older. He's definitely got a longer road ahead of him than what I personally had to experience. It's not even close to being an easy road.
I tend to agree. And I pray for him and his family. And I'm glad that that incident didn't go worse because it could have went a lot worse very, very fast.
Yeah.
Um, there was firearms involved, and uh, we all know we all know that that can always go a lot bad. It can go sideways quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I understand, the gun was discharged, but fortunately, no one was harmed.
Mhm.
Um, Man, I just feel for him, man. We know that CTE is a real thing as well,
Mhm.
and it's a
Yep.
real possibility. And unfortunately, there's no way to diagnose someone with CTE and confirm it until they're gone.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's very prevalent. I feel very confident that they will discover that he had CTE when he's passed, and I won't be surprised to hear it. Just like I wasn't with Junior Seau, and I just pray for his family. I hope that turns out well. I really
Oh
do.
yeah.
One
On
good
that,
thing,
go ahead, BK.
there's, and this is actually a notch in the Vikings cap right now, is they had a whole mental health plan put in place for him
Mm-hmm. They
because
took
of
good
his
care of
last
him.
one.
Yeah.
So that they had a plan put in place with the cops and everybody that
Mm.
they enacted as soon as they got the call.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, man. So it has been handled responsibly by the team, and being handled responsibly by everyone involved. And I just pray for the best, man. We're gonna take a short break, man. We'll be right back. Yo, yo, yo. This is the What Up Doe Show, and I am back. I'm your boy LG Tim Wilson here with Big Ed and Wade. Oh, man, I tell you what, I was enjoying that.
Oh,
That beat,
that beat. Yeah, that was nice.
that was a nice little smooth vibe right there. Very summer vibe. Very summer vibe. I don't have a whole lot more, man. We're gonna be cutting out it a little early. In fact, I've only got one more thing before we get to our final closeout question. Um, did you guys see the incident between Isaiah Stewart and LeBron James?
Yes.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Well, Joe, you saw it. What's your thoughts?
This is nothing new to me. Uh, it's just the first time LeBron's had to deal with someone that is like, you know what, fuck this. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm coming for you. Because everybody's like, oh, it was an accident. It's an accident. LeBron does this every fucking game. It's not a fucking accident. It's a tactic. He tries to piss people off. Isaiah has a weak ass mentality, weak ass integrity. He let it get to him, and we seen what happened from it.
I just saw it like this. Somebody tried to actually test LeBron a gangster, and he had to show him.
Oh, he didn't show him. That's for sure. LeBron tested him. Isaiah was like, all right, I'm coming after you. The only one that looked like they were ready to square up with him was Russell
Who got
Westbrook.
who got the three piece, and who ended up who ended up with the bloody face? It wasn't LeBron.
That was LeBron testing Isaiah. He's like, bam, oops, I didn't mean to do it. Okay, that's some bullshit. First of all, you wanted to test this young man, and now you know he gonna go ahead and try to go on pitbull status and tear your head off. Hey, but I have
Oh,
to put it out there. I gotta give Isaiah his respect. This little nigga, he plays some psychology on security, and his teammates, he's like, hey, I'm good. I'm good. Turned the corner and took off after fucking LeBron again.
I don't know. I saw it like this. Everybody think LeBron ain't gonna do nothing. He's too big of a star to do something. And LeBron had to show him, hey, I will throw these hands on you. Y'all think I'm a corporate punk if you want to. I'm finna throw. He didn't because what was it? Draymond kicked him in the nuts 3-4 times, right? He ain't do shit to Draymond. So that's what I think it was.
I don't know. From what I've seen, from highlights and from different commentators on YouTube, is that LeBron, from the looks of it, LeBron got tired of getting posted up and fucking basically taken out of the game. Legitimately, he wasn't doing anything dirty from what I had seen. It was just LeBron didn't like the fact that he was getting shut down by someone that's a no name.
Mm. Mm. Damn.
LeBron said,
He said, "You gonna be known after this."
LeBron said, let me tell you, little young punk, something.
Make you, let me tell you, he love that damn phrase. Tell a young punk something. Yeah, LeBron said, "Let me make you famous, motherfucker."
Yeah, and he did.
My thing. I guess I saw it a little different, man. I really thought he was kind of leaning on. It may have been a little bit of uh under his skin, but I don't think he meant to hit him like that. It was more of a swipe because our boy was leaning on him, and he didn't notice that. I guess he thought. I guess he thought he was going. He was going to swipe at the arm and didn't realize the position. He just kind of felt it, but he wasn't looking. By the time he was looking at him, he was already in motion, and he caught him in his face. I thought the reaction was an overreaction. I
Yeah,
get it. Don't get me wrong. I do get it. But after so many attempts, you got to stop. And
exactly.
it was reminiscent of the Malice at the Palace, and they let Ben Wallace go on for too long. Next thing you know, we were in the stands, um, and it was reminiscent of that. So it was like, yeah, after so many times, it's enough. Enough is enough. You got to stop. It got to stop now. We got to move on. Um, you can forgive him. You don't have to forgive me. You can believe me. You don't have to believe me. I didn't mean it. Maybe I did. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Either way, you got to get past it. You got to be a professional. You got
Well,
to be a professional at the end of the day.
another thing that I found really funny about this, and I didn't really realize it until I watched another YouTube commentator about the situation, is Isaiah had plenty of time to get his shots in on LeBron. He didn't get buck until everybody got in his way.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing that. I've heard that. Yeah, that's funny. He did. He did go a little bit further, but I think part of that was because that's when he was able to look and see himself in the big screen and realize, oh shit, my face is bleeding.
Hmm.
I don't think he realized that he was bleeding like that at first, and when he noticed he was bleeding, I think that's when he kind of went off the hinge a little bit.
Right.
I do believe that's when he lost it.
Your own blood will make you lose it anytime.
And then LeBron was in the news again, as soon as he came back, his first game back. You see that?
Mm-mm.
He
Kicking
had the
fans out the
fans kicked
stands,
out.
flipping them
Yeah,
off.
yeah, he had the fans kicked out.
Yep.
That's some prima donna shit. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but the moment you start getting fans kicked out,
So there was a lot of jokes about what fans said, and eventually it came out, of course. Um, he allegedly they were screaming, "I hope your son gets killed in a car crash," some shit like that.
Oh yeah, they gotta go.
yeah,
Exactly,
that shit's going too far.
They gotta go where they gonna end up like Isaiah.
exactly. So that's what that was about. That's what allegedly that's what they were saying, and that's why he had them kicked out. Like them motherfuckers right there need to go. So yeah, that's what that was, man. So anyway, man, that's all I got. I thought I thought I had a question of the day. I forgot. I forgot, and you know, Michigan kicked Ohio State's ass today. Y'all gotta understand. I'm not in my right mind. I'm not everywhere, so I'm not all here. But we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna say on behalf of the crew, we want to thank y'all for stopping in, listening to the What Up Doe Show, watching the What Up Doe Show, whatever you do, however you get us. We want to thank you for joining us. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. On behalf of Big Ed and Waves, we want to thank you for joining the What Up Doe Show. We will be back next week. I promise it'll be better next week. I promise I'm gonna have my shit together next week. It'll be great. All right.
You had a whole extra day.
I say that, but boy, I tell you, if Michigan beat Iowa and they into the BCS Final Four, I might be fucked up again. On that note, man, I'm gonna say peace out, pressure crease out, keep the police out while I bust his niece out, and we out of here like last year. Peace, y'all.
Just need to clear my mind.